So I've been asked to do a challenge, taking 4 vehicles and seeing how fast I can do them by myself, no help, no nothing. So if you pan over here, I'm going to show you 4 vehicles, all different states. Some of them need more sanding than others, but they're 4 just normal cars pulled out of this lot to do. And we're going to pull each one in, no cuts, go through them. How fast can we do them? Say we were charging $50 a car. That's $200. How fast can I make $200 doing these 4 cars? So let's get to it. Now see how fast this is from 800 to crystal clear. The big headlights, we're only going to start with half of it, so the product doesn't dry out. There you go, half of it. Not as much product, we're just doing this small side. Step 1 on one side. See the big difference? step 1 done. Going to step 2. Now we can do the whole headlight. On that side done. And again, I'm letting the product and the pad do all the work. I'm not working hard. I may look like I'm sweating here, but it's because I think it's like 102 right now out in Yuma, Arizona. But again, I'm letting the pad do the work. It's not taking much to do it. Step 2 done. Step 3, usually pull off the tape for this. Get ready just to clean it up. Drill on step 3. Not a lot. Again, hold it around the light. Step 3 done on that side. There you have it. That one done. All that's left now is to fill out a warranty card, a lifetime warranty card, give it to the customer or the car lot, depending on what you're doing. That car is done. So that's 1 out of 4. Give it a quick wipe down. No fillers, no oils, no silicones, body shop safe. Again, nothing on those lenses to go bad. Again, one of your most time-consuming parts is taping things off. Again, a lot of these cars I can now do without taping. I'm doing this because I want people to tape when they're first starting out. But eventually there'll be a lot of times that you won't have to. You know how to hold the sandpaper, you know how to tape and not hit any paint, because the product isn't going to hurt the paint. It's the sanding, and the only reason why we're doing this is because of the sanding. But as you get better, there'll be times that you're like, you know you're not going to hit it, so you don't have to tape it. But for this one, I want to show what an average person doing our system or starting out with our product, what they should be doing. So I don't want to be doing the way I would kind of do it without taping, because I've just done it long enough. So again, look at these lenses, see what it is. Another 400, 4, 6, and 8. So there we go. Okay, again, this around. Cut this in sections if you feel. I probably will, because again, the hotter it gets, the faster it dries out. So because it's over 100 today, I'm going to only do half a lens at a time. We're in colder climates. I was saying, again, in colder climates, you'd be able to do this whole headlight in one shot. But because of the heat drying out the product, you're going to drop down and do it in a couple. So there you go, step one done on that light. With instant results, absolute instant results. Most people would be happy if that's all you did and they went away. Step 2 and 3 is going to make it even better. But just with step 1 results, it does 90% of the work. And again, you can't see it probably in the film, but there is like a ridge here, like there's an actual bump up. Don't get too concerned about getting into the corners and burning in. The step 2 and 3 will take care of anything inside with the fluffier pad. There you go, step 1 done. Now we jump to 2. This way here, we can pretty much do the whole lens now with 2. Done on that. Oh, I need a cloth. Breaking sweat going in my eyes a bit there. As you'll see on this one here, you'll see how I'll go up at an angle to get that indent, but I'm not putting any pressure. I'm not pressuring it in. I'm just letting the fibers on the edge clean that. Step 2, as you see, I pulled off the tape there. Once you're done sanding, this tape isn't really that crucial. This is just to protect it in the sanding stage. So if some of it comes off, don't panic. I usually always pull it off after 2 anyways, and do my 3 without it. And the thing is, everything you see me using, the creeper, the polishers, the sanders, the sandpaper, the micro, everything you see here, you will receive in your kit, in your startup kit. There's nothing you need. Number 3 done. Again, I take that back. There is one thing you will need. You'll need business cards. But we will supply you with the program with all your information already in it. You just need to take it in somewhere and have printed how many you want. So that's literally the only thing you will have to do to start this business. We provide you with everything else. There you go, all done. And here, I'm going to take a quick second here and pull you in to see how crystal clear, how crystal clear these headlights are. Again, there's nothing on these. It's right back to the original lens. And what are we into this for right now? 31 minutes. And we've already made $100. And again, I'm saying $50 is the lowest we charge. There will be cars that you will charge 75 to 100 depending on what you feel. A lot of half tons I will charge up to $100 for. But because of a car lot and they give me so many, I'll do all of them at $50. Makes them happy, gives us a lot of work back to back to back to back. So there. Another prime example of headlights that might not look as bad on camera, but they're the ones that have a lot of clear coat and need the most amount of work. So this one I'm going to use the orbital on, and I'll do my 400 with orbital so I'm not working near as hard. That you can drop down, but I'll show you that as well. So the good thing about this, I'm not taking all the easiest headlights to show you this video and this challenge. I'm showing your typical, every type of headlight you can get at any given time, not just grabbing the easiest ones. Just random cars that came in. So, okay, we're gonna swap out to the sander. And we grabbed 400 grit sandpaper onto our sander. I always get them 6 inches, cut them down so then I know I go right to the edges. Cut them down to the 5 inch. Don't buy 5 inch for a 5 inch sander because a lot of the time you'll have it overlap or come off the edge. I want to make sure I can get to the close to the edges without the sandpaper rolling over and not exposing the Velcro loop. So there. Quickly knock this out. One side. There you go, 400 done. The beauty about doing that is that now you can jump straight to 600. You don't have to, you've already done the 400 and it was a lot faster than me trying to get that clear coat off by hand. So again, all we're doing now is sanding with 600 and 800. Beautiful. I'll get another cloth for my face, please. Can I get a dry one? Whew. This sun is really starting to come out. We're definitely over 100 degrees out right now. But we'll get through it. mind sweating for an hour or two when you're making this kind of money either. See? Who was that? You're allowed to talk. I'm doing it all myself, but you're still allowed to talk. My filmer's kind of worried about talking in the video. Getting all my stuff together for me. And again, all these vehicles that I've done in the last couple of days, including this whole competitor, this whole challenge right now, I'm using the same paper. So your cost of running or your supplies is not a lot. It's in the product, but the product still, what you're getting is huge. Your profit margin, if you're charging $50, is probably $45 profit. So your actual supply cost is extremely low. Back to the step 1, 2, and 3 after a while. I guess I gotta wipe these lenses and water down first. Wipe off that. Step 1. That side. And again, if you think I'm, making this look easy, it really is. When we do shows or events, I've had 10-year-old kids pick up a polisher after I sand it with a 600 grit sandpaper and then bring it back. This is not hard. The product and the pads do all the work. one done. Again, back to step 2. There's step 2 done. And it shows you how easy it is. You know, whether you're a student going through school, looking for extra cash, you can do this on nights and weekends, and you know, do a really good living, and paying for your tuition. Where can you go out there and make this kind of money in a short time? Well, it's a perfect job for somebody who's part-time that is in school and looking for something, and it's good for somebody that wants to go out there really hard, do multiple spots, multiple people, go out there and send a team out and do a large part of their city. Retired people, people that are on the road that want to RV travel. This is an excellent for people. I already have a couple people that actually RV travel, and that's I just sold a kit there yesterday for another couple that were doing that. When they go to parks, they have to sign on the side of their RV. They do one in the park. It's paying for their stays in the park just by doing headlights. So again, there's so many opportunities of where this can fit with your lifestyle. I have another gentleman that bought a kit in New Brunswick, Canada, that he is a mechanic at a shop, and he works for a guy, but he brought in the product. He made a deal with his own business, a boss, that basically they get so much and he gets the other bit, and they book in the jobs. He makes more money on the side if he wants to stay after. It works great for him. He was making around $500 extra on his paycheck every week just by doing headlights. So there's another option as well. Oh, almost lose track where I am. We're on number 3 now. There's step 3 done on that side. And then the funny part is the guy that bought in New Brunswick has been doing it for a couple of years now, and now that we've launched the kits, he's now got his other friend in Trenton, Ontario, that just bought a kit as well, and he's starting. You're going to see his videos coming out here soon as well. There you go, all done. Okay, last but not least, and again, finishing with a big set of headlights. But they're one of the easier ones. The rougher ones are usually the easier ones. So let's take a look here. How fast can I knock the last set of headlights out? Okay, so I took a look at this one, and I could probably get away with just 800 and then my product. But just to make sure I get any stone chips, I'm going to drop down to 6. It only takes a couple of seconds more. And you know, always looking at, you know, how you can make the customer and make the lenses the best you possibly can. Take the extra step. It doesn't take a lot of time. But I developed this product. It took me over 5 years to do it. Now, this is what got me out of doing detailing. I know, like, this here literally stopped my wife's and our detailing company, because we can't make this kind of money detailing cars. Spend all the time, all the chemicals, the overhead, having a shop, all that cost. And you do a basic, we were charging, I think, $150 for an outside detail, inside vacuum, you know, all the arm rolls, all the tire dressings, all that stuff. It was taking one person 2 to 3 hours to do it, you know, to do a really good job. Where I could do twice the work and less labor, not crawling around the side of a vehicle and all this stuff, and do less work over double the money return, and no overhead. And that's literally what stopped us from doing detailing. Can I get that cloth so I can wipe that over the engine bay? This one's a clean one. I don't want to get stuff all over it. Now the big cloth over the engine. And again, this is a prime example actually to show you how strong our product really is. This is now I'm sanding with 600, not 800. I would do usually 600 and 800 to do a, you know, before I polish my step 1, 2, 3. On this one, again, to show you how strong and how good our step 1 patent product is, I'm going to go straight from 600 on these big lights to going to step 1. Showing you that even if you miss 600 scratch marks in the process, you're still going to get them out with the step 1 product and pad. And again, this is how I sell detail shops. If I walk into a detail shop that says they're restoring headlights, what I will do is sand a headlight, usually with an orbital, with 600 grit, or I'll do it by hand. Sand it with 600, just like this. Let it dry, pull in. Ask them to fix my lens. And when they come out and go, what did you do? I'm honest with them. I tell them, I said, I sand it with 600 grit. I want to get all the stuff off it and all the stone chips and, you know, so on and so forth. Can you fix it? A lot of them will say, yes, I can, but it's going to take me a few hours, possibly, or I don't know how good a job it'll do, but they'll try, or they'll just turn it away and say no. And that's where I'll of course say, well, you want to see something different? And they'll be like, yeah, go ahead. I'll pull out my step 1 pad, my product. And again, this is how we sell our kits online. Everything like or at shows or events. We have a display set up with a headlight. We sand with 600. Break it down, turn it on, and go here. literally do that right there. See there, find me all the scratches. They're gone. It's literally gone that fast. There's no scratches in that lens. You want to pull this up just so you can see. I will show you that all the scratches are gone in that lens. From completely 600 grit sanding to crystal clear. And what did that take? A couple of seconds. Here you go. I'll set you back up. So let's finish this out. So again, we may do 800 sanding. It's just to save your pad. Make it a little bit easier, a little bit faster, but it will still get out all those 600 grit scratches. Nothing else on the market can. There you go, step one done. Two. Done. done. Now, last step, step 3, very little again, putting it on, letting it work in, same as every other step. Redone. Okay, so there you have it. You just watched me do 4 vehicles in literally, I guess it was an hour and 5 or an hour and 8 minutes. So at $50 a pop, that would be $200. And usually that's just car lots that we do that deal with. If we're on the side of the road, many times we have 4 vehicles pull in at the same time, and we'll do 75 bucks. So that's $300 in 1 hour. So with 2 people doing it, we could even cut that down by a lot. That was just purely me going through all these headlights. But as you can see here, for a car lot, look at your lineup now. Look at how nice your cars look when people pull in. They're no longer pulling in going, oh, well, I need to buy headlights for that one. So instantly in their mind, they're thinking there's a $300, $400, $500 hit, and they walk right by it, won't even look at the rest of the car. So now you've got a whole lineup of cars, cost the dealership $200 to make their cars look this good. And you just made $200 in an hour. If this is something that you feel that you want to get a part of or become part of our authorized location with HR Headlight Restoration, feel free to reach out. We give you everything you need to go, right down to your business cards. It comes with your creepers, your upholsteries, your sanders, and your backing and your training. So if you want to get a side business or go full-time, we're here to work with you every step of the way. But feel free, reach out, give us a call, take a look, take a link below, take a look at our YouTube, take a look and see all the vehicles we do. There's not a vehicle we can't fix, and there's not a vehicle you can't fix. So get out there.